Welcome back to Sons of Liberty. Alright, let's save Emma, and hopefully we'll be able to do it without drowning.
Good luck.
That may be a bit tough given all the water pouring in.
It's okay. I know my water levels. There's always some spot where we can take a breather. Like so.
Why are all these tins floating around?
Yes. Snake, what is it?
Raiden, are you reading me?
Oh, Otacon.
This is Otacon.
Okay.
What's your situation?
Wet and miserable. The place is flooded. The seawater
That's
pumped up
relatable.
is pouring into the building.
I see. Listen, there's something I have to tell you about EE.
The mobile
Don't
network?
worry about her.
Emma
Get
Emmerich.
her out.
She's afraid of water.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Of course she
When
is.
she was 6 years old, she almost drowned with my father in our swimming pool.
Oh boy.
Trust me, it's a family
Well,
tradition,
yes
believe it
and
or
no.
not.
We used to swim a lot together when we were kids. In fact, she swam like a fish until that day when she almost drowned. When the accident happened, I was in my room. I learned later that EE was calling me for help. She didn't doubt for a minute that I'd be there. You could see the pool from my room, but I didn't realize at the time that she needed my help.
What were you doing?
I was...
So Emma survived the ordeal.
yeah, but my father didn't.
So you blamed yourself and left your family.
No. EE seems to believe that was the case. The fact is, I betrayed her.
And you think she can't swim because of the traumatic experience?
I haven't seen her since that day, but yes, I think so. I got a letter from Julie, her mother, after they moved back to England. In her letter, she mentioned that EE couldn't swim anymore, that she refused to even wear a bathing suit.
Damn, if she still can't swim, we're in trouble. Level B1 in the core is pretty much flooded.
Look, maybe you can help her overcome the trauma.
You want me to help her get over it?
Excuse me, I'm not exactly a licensed therapist.
Sorry, kid.
At this point,
Emma's rescue is up to you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
poor Raiden has to carry this
Underwater
entire
mission.
thing.
Well, this is a first.
He really is the apologist
I
of this
suggest that you
franchise.
drum the map of the building into your head, because you won't have time to look at it when you try to bring Emma out.
I'm counting on you, Raiden.
I covered most of the core
Well,
when
we
I had
could
to take
pause
out
the game and
C4s.
look at the map.
If there's anything you need to ask
We can.
call me on the codec.
I'll do that.
Simple, right?
Alright, let's go. Alright, not necessarily necessary to do it because thanks to the codec system we can see a basic overlay map on the top right corner, so you should be relatively fine in terms of directions. Just keep going, every time you need air, just go up for it, every time you see a...
Keep swimming.
Yeah, just keep swimming. Every time you need air, there's the O2 meter right there, as you can see. Also, a new poster of a lady. Again, the soldiers at the very least had nice distractions. That's nice to know.
Just want to remind you boys what you're fighting for.
Yeah, basically. All right. But yeah, like I was saying, like every time you're starting to run out of oxygen, just find a place where you can take a breather, as they're all indicated by the blue spots in the codec screen. So
Raiden is now really the time.
look, like you yourself said, Jova, like sorry, I think it was Teo. Well, like Teo said, Jova, like Raiden has been through a lot ever since he started this mission. Cut him some, cut him some slack.
Better hope Rose can't see through those eyes via nanomachines or something.
Oh please. You know what? You know what? I will gatekeep on this one. Any girlfriend who gets angry at you because you look up porn, drop her. Like seriously, that's just ridiculous to me. Sorry.
And then Raiden drowns during the cutscene because...
Oh, hey Peter. Hey Peter. Well, at least we know what happened to him. That's something.
He looks surprisingly intact for somebody who got caught in an explosion.
I guess it's more of a case where, you know...
Maybe it's one of those
building and he tumbled down.
Yeah, or it's one of those things where the explosion technically, like he got killed by the after impact rather than the explosion itself.
Well, Jover, he died, so he's not that intact.
Well, whatever. It's not like he's here to tell his version of the story. Moving on.
Alright. Can you tell us how exactly you drowned?
Yeah, it's like one of those. It's similar to a newscaster during a disaster. How do you feel in this particular?
Well, there's I guess that would be Saint Peter asking him that question. Okay, so how did you? It's like in that episode of Tom and Jerry where Tom dies, he goes to heaven, but Saint Peter won't let him in because he has been chasing Jerry all the time. So if you go back and ask Jerry to sign this apology contract, then you can enter heaven. Wow, holy crap! I didn't know that you could strike deals to enter heaven. Okay, moving on. Oh, I guess fine. I guess we couldn't avoid any longer. Time for the boss battle against Vamp.
Alright.
Ticking, huh?
With that ridiculous speed.
Haven't had no vacancies.
Yeah, the early this was around the time that Phil Lamar's voice acting career was really taking off with Samurai Jack and this. Oh shit.
I thought so. Human muscles are quite eloquent. They speak out clearly what a person's next move will be. They even tell me which way a gun is going to be pointed before the trigger is pulled. But your muscles, they're different.
The developers will know. Remember, Kojima had the developers do some gun-wielding practice so they can properly animate that. So.
Also, it's funny because towards the end of the PS2 era, instead, notoriously Square Enix will release a game where they accidentally put the texture of the arms to a character backward.
Whoopsie.
They fixed that for their master, don't worry.
She is of no use to us now. But she served us well as the live bait for the big
Dude, are you
catch.
coming on to me?
Crazy Ivan sometimes speaks the truth.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Emma's alive?
She was some time ago. But the flooding has become quite serious. I wouldn't be surprised if she's a mermaid now.
What?
Did you
The
really
mermaids
think
tend to
killing the
turn into
president would
dust
prevent a nuclear
tragically.
strike?
Boom.
Think again.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Arsenal is still armed with a purified hydrogen
How
bomb.
many fucking bombs are on this
Hydrogen
place?
bomb?
Well, this is a terrorist group, so I guess we shouldn't be too surprised.
No ordinary nuclear bomb. This weapon is capable of heavy hydrogen nuclear fusion using lasers and magnetics to generate heat-insulated compression.
I love it. The game is like, oh, you thought normal hydrogen bombs are scary. Wait till you hear about this one. This is infinity plus one hydrogen
But the
bomb.
bomb is at an experimental stage and is handled differently.
We found another one out back.
It becomes launch capable when Arsenal is activated. A nuclear threat still exists. 6 months ago, we lost everything we believed in. We were abandoned to take the fall in their cover-up. We were labeled as killers, responsible for the mass murder of civilians as well as our own allies. And the public believed every word, turning a deaf ear to whatever we had to say to the contrary. Our only goal is to wipe them
Well,
from the
Vamp,
face
not
of
for
the
nothing,
earth.
you're not exactly doing
Destroy
much
this
to
world,
counter
destroy
those
every
beliefs,
created
now are
along
you?
with them.
You're insane.
Insane? We might be the only ones telling the truth.
A crazy person would never say that.
I'm not insane. I'll kill anyone who says I am.
Like, no, like I said, a lot of bad guys have tragic backstories. Vamp's just an asshole.
Oh sure. Well, technically the same applies to Sniper Wolf, Jova. Like the fact Sniper Wolf's tragic past doesn't justify her actions either. Like it's not so much about
No.
justifying. Oh, go on.
No, what I mean is like, well, Vamp talks a game about having a tragic backstory, but no. He is literally just that asshole. Oh, he'll wax philosophical or whatnot, but he really kind of just wants to kill
Thanks to
people.
the high oxygen content.
That being said, that doesn't. It still sucks that once again the Patriots screw them over.
You've got.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. That he is right about. That's it. He's probably the one person who they were right about when they framed for all that stuff.
Yeah, of all the Dead Cell members, he's probably... Well, okay, maybe it's both him and Fat Man. Both him and Fat Man are definitely bad people. Fortune is another case that we'll talk about later. But yeah, when it comes to Dead Cell, Fat Man and... there you go. Okay, so here's the boss battle against Vamp. Yeah, being a vampire, he jumps around super quick with vampiric speed. Think of it kind of like, if I remember correctly, don't the vampires in the Blade movies also do this? You know, jump around in the super speed and shit? I haven't seen those movies in a long time.
Blade?
Yeah.
Yeah, some have unique abilities as well.
Sure. But yeah, the basic point is, you'll notice also that he sometimes dives under the water. So, and he has his own oxygen meter, as you can see right there in the top left corner. So, yeah, don't worry, he will not be able to stay underwater forever, obviously. There he is. So whenever you can, take an opportunity to shoot at him, while at the same time avoiding any possible knife attacks that he sends you. It's kind of hard to try to take him down from a close range. Remember, Raiden hasn't been trained in CQC. So try to keep some kind of distance and use an AK-47 like I am, and you should be able to eventually take him down. It's a fairly straightforward boss battle. Just trying to see if I was trying to predict him jumping in front of me, but no, I was wrong. This is actually something. The particular concept for this boss battle is something that the next game will expand upon with the boss battle against the Pain, which is another super soldier that we'll fight in that game. But we'll get to that.
Come on, Vamp, you cannot stay under for too long.
One thing that you can always do during these bits, you can recharge your ammo if you want. You can maybe take some time to recover a ration or something. So consider those moments breathing time, basically. So nice of you to walk around slowly so I can easily shoot you.
Yeah, the cutscene foreshadows the idea that you can dodge your bullets, but it seems that, it's not doing all of them.
I do get the feeling Vamp kind of falls into that pit trap of, look at how awesome this character is in the cutscenes, but in order to make the fight fair in gameplay...
I think Monsoon is a refined version of this concept, because he can do exactly what he does in the
That's why I was saying...
And the way Raiden kills him is basically outsmarting that.
That's why I was saying, the MGS-free Pain actually handles this better.
Oh.
Not only that, it's funny you mentioned something from Metal Gear Rising, because in a lot of ways, I do feel like the bosses, for the most part in that game, are sort of a lot of reference and refinement to the
I think
bosses
it's very
in this game.
intentional. I did mention in one of the early parts of this that many people, many fans of the series, do consider Rising more of a parody of Metal Gear Plot, and it's reflected also that because a lot of similar structure, similar concept, and similarities between the characters of that game and this one are fully present there. But again, I might as well just wait until that game to point them out.
Like I said,
wasted his energy in the cutscene. I don't know.
Maybe. But it's like I said, Batman to me looks like the prototype for Sundowner. Like right down to the whole having that heavy bulletproof coat at the start.
Alright.
Aye.
Hey, that didn't go as planned.
Anyway, Vamp just prefers to toy with Raiden rather than just, kill him while he's down. Interesting enough. A lot of the PS2 era games are like Hunting Ground. Instead, at these particular boss fights, where if you get down, they double tap you instantly.
I know, right?
Of that.
Now, even before that, we had stuff like Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 that had Mr. X and Nemesis respectively.
Well, in the original release, Mr. X was actually relatively more game compared to...
Uh-oh.
Okay, so basically that attack makes me me stop in like yeah, there you go. Basically, if I get near to that, I can't move away. So basically, if you see that orange projectile coming towards you, dodge it.
Anyway, you're right. Mr. X was more tame in the original 2. In the
Nemesis is
original
definitely
3.
not.
Oh yeah, no, in the original 3, Nemesis was, well, he literally is a Mr. X on steroids, but he even had a move that could literally kill you if you didn't mash the hell out of the action buttons.
Alright.
Which... Oh.
Get back here.
Almost done.
Come on.
Stand still! Fuck.
That's the one thing he's not good at, apparently.
Yeah, you can even deflect these.
There you go. Now it's actually deflecting the bullets. It's because in typical boss design fashion, he gets tougher when you decrease his life to the lower part. Almost done.
Okay, Raiden, how many times
There we
you have
go.
to save my body? Stop being a drama queen and die, please.
Time for a swim.
Such a big speech given.
Down goes Vamp to the bottom of the sea. Dun, 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 dun,
Food for the sharks now.
Next scene. Okay.
Let's report.
And I pose like that.
Colonel, they've apparently completed the final check procedure for arsenal gear.
Find Emma on the double.
Yep.
You've got to get her to install the virus program that the President gave you. When you find her, take her to the computer room on level B2 in the core of Shell 1.
So we have to take her to the computer room. Okay.
Find the computer room!
I didn't make it on time. Arsenal's going active.
Yeah, I heard. The hostage rescue's gonna have to wait.
I'm going after
Among
Emma.
other
We'll secure
things.
the computer room.
Yeah. These
Looks like we
days
can't
started
install the
so
virus
well.
program without Emma.
Did it
Can't your
too?
partner do it?
Did
Oh,
it?
the mission
was!
seems to be starting well, like I
There's no
said.
joke. I need
Yeah.
more time.
That's why we need her.
Understood. I'll make sure you have your family reunion. What's up?
A lot of years have passed between EE and me.
Then you should see her, right?
I don't have the right to see her.
We can talk about this later.
Yeah,
right.
I
think
think
we
it's a
get
point.
moving.
Later,
Emma's in the
Otacon.
locker room to the north, right?
I'm on it.
Okay. Alright, let's get Emma. She should be hopefully decided, but first let's, I think if I remember correctly, oh no, never mind, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, because this game is still operating, once again, still operating on the same method as the previous 4 games. So, sorry, the previous 3 games, sorry. So every time you defeat the boss, your life increases Zelda style, because remember, the first Zelda game, because remember the first Zelda game was one of the primary inspirations.
Pedro,
Yes, Jova.
you constantly have rations on you. Remind me, do any of the Metal Gear Solid games have a system where if you leave your rations in for too long, they'll start to rot and not be as good food?
We have the frozen rations thing in the first Metal Gear Solids.
You do get afflicted, like you needed the chocolate one to use in the heat room, for example.
But the rations themselves actually getting, because they actually do establish plot-wise that those rations are specifically, you know, stored in this container that can last a long time. So I guess to be fair, I get the feeling it's just for the sake of making gameplay a bit more like not quite as unforgiving as it would be otherwise.
I mainly ask because that's one of the gimmicks of another PlayStation era game by the name of Brave Fencer Musashi. Essentially, in that game, you can get certain bouts of food that will help heal you. However, the more you leave that food to potentially go bad, the less it heals you, and when it becomes rotten, congesting it actually takes away your health.
Alright. Ooh, terminal. But we don't need it. Pentazemin, yeah. Emma, where are you? Come on, come out.
Come out wherever you are.
Here you go. Oh, there you are.
Let's not try and come off like a psychotic killer.
Yeah,
Freeze!
like that. Like that, Jova.
Jeez, you just point a gun at someone
you
and
all
suddenly
right?
they start quaking.
She's played by Jennifer Hale.
Hey, I've heard
Raiden,
that name
I'm getting you
before.
out of here.
Get me out. You're lying. Where
I guess they really liked her performance in the first game, so might as well recast her for someone as well in this one.
I'm trying to remember if this was also when becoming the time when Jennifer Hale was becoming, you know, that voice.
In general, like I said, she was already starting voicing for television
Everybody
anyway.
on this project has
so-
them.
Okay, good. Let's try.
Alright, let's try. Fortunately, she has nanomachines as well, so...
Hurrah.
Can you hear me now?
Nanocommunication?
That's right. I have nanomachines too.
Then you're not one of them.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
You two have nanomachines? Let's be friends!
Actually, I need your help to stop Arsenal. I understand you're the only one who might
Stop
be able to do it.
Arsenal.
Who told you that?
We've won the Premier League for another
president.
year. So.
Not that Arsenal!
Oh.
Shell 1. Your brother's waiting for you.
Can't
there.
spell Arsenal without Ars, Dweebs.
Come on.
What the?
We have to get moving. This place will be flooded soon.
Yep. Sorry, unfortunately, we need to. Yeah. I mean, it's either stay here and die or try your luck with me and survive, possibly, so might as well.
Like I said, this is also the point where the music starts becoming a bit eerie.
Well, yeah, let's go.
Oh, what good timing.
They can't swim.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, Emma. Sorry.
Better start learning now.
Yeah, time to learn from.
No, that's the thing. Remember, she knows how to swim. It's more so the trauma that's the problem.
Your brother told me.
He's really here?
That's right. He's here to rescue you.
I don't believe you. He would never come for me.
And I'm telling you he's here, waiting for us at Shell
Remember, Teo,
1.
she blames them for it.
Yeah.
He left me, my mother, when we needed him the most. When my father died, all he could think about was himself.
Emma, we can go over all that later. But first, we
Yeah.
have to get out of here.
No! I hate water! It's hopeless!
Okay,
I
Sonic.
Can't swim. I can't swim!
You can do it.
I can't!
Come on. Deep down inside,
Just
you know
believe.
you can swim.
I can't keep my eyes open in the water. Endless blue. The water, it wants me. It won't let me go.
All right. Then close your eyes. I'll guide you.
I was injected with something. My legs. I have trouble moving them.
Listen, Emma. Just hold your breath. I'll do the rest.
Okay. So basically, we're going to have to carry Emma throughout the whole
Then we'll take a
path.
break.
And all I have to do is hold my breath.
That's right.
How long?
Just a little while.
Are you sure?
It's okay, Emma. Fortunately, that there are breathing spots we can use. The developers were very thoughtful and put them in convenient
I have
spots.
an idea.
How lovely.
Put your ear against my chest and listen to my heartbeat.
Your heartbeat?
Count the beats. Don't think about anything else. When you reach 100, open your eyes. By that time, we'll be on the other side. Give me a signal if you think you're running out of breath.
What will you do then?
I'll swim faster.
Fair enough.
Hang on tight. Okay, let's go.
I'm closing my eyes.
Take some
You might want to take off your glasses, Emma.
1, 2,
Can't. They're attached to my model as such.
3. What is it?
Turns out they aren't.
Glasses. Let me take off my glasses.
You know, you should wear contacts.
There's nothing wrong with my eyes.
I just
I
wear
wear
glasses
them
to
for
look
show.
smart.
Yeah, she literally just said, I just wear them for the show.
No, it's not like that. I like glasses. And there's this guy I liked who used to wear them.
Your first boyfriend?
No. Somebody more important.
Oh.
I wonder who that is.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, so pay attention to Emma's O2 gauge. As you can see, it's very small. So yeah, every opportunity you get, make sure to take a breather. I think I'm about to do it in a moment.
There.
Yes, I think I'm about to do it. No, don't worry, I'm pretty confident I don't die a single time. We should be fine. Yeah. I think oh yeah, never mind. I think... Oh, never mind. It's good.
Not sure it's right there, Colonel.
Raiden, go with Emma to strut L. If you exit the Shell 2 core
Why
and
do we
head
need to
south
take
on
these
the
Ls?
KL connector, you'll get to strut L. There's no time.
Quick, Raiden, take the L.
The action button near Emma to hold her hand.
You dropped this,
Start
Raiden.
moving with the button pressed down, and you can lead her by the hand. Push
You're
the
mocking
action
me,
button
aren't
again to
you?
let go.
Get ratioed.
Alright.
L plus ratio plus no nanomachines.
Nanomachines, son. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. Now I actually remember. Yeah, basically, I got myself a bit confused, and I actually ended up back where we started. So let's continue.
Alas.
Damn, they're beating your nanomachines in the croak retweets.
But yeah, like I was saying, yeah. Make sure to pay attention to Emma's. Like your O2 gauge, as you can see, like and we've seen before, is relatively fine. Just basically at this point, all that really matters is Emma's O2 gauge, because as you can see, it's very small. So yeah, take a breather every time you can. Okay, well,
Why did they leave mines under here?
Okay, I've totally forgot what the fuck. Oh, never mind. This time I'm actually in the right spot. Never mind.
Oh, fuck. So I can have a time, please?
Go to 28. Or 28, 27:30, more like.
27:29.
Sure. Alright.
For a moment there, because of the angle, it looked like he was dragging her across the floor.
Alright, let's take a break, because, yeah, this is very traumatic for Emma, so... Hold on to this.
You did good.
And,
Concentrated on my heartbeat.
click.
It reminded me of when I was a kid. I remember my brother giving me a piggyback ride. I was sleeping with my ear against his back. I could hear his heartbeat.
Sounds like you were close.
We were, back then. We were stepchildren in our parents' second marriages. Wherever my brother went,
Not the
I
best
used
place.
to tag along. My brother didn't have any close friends, so he used to take care of me. We both wanted to be loved so much. So much that we used to pretend.
Pretend?
Yeah, we used to play house. My brother was the husband and I was the wife. But it was always just make-believe. We were only kids.
Right!
You know what I mean.
I never had a
Yes, I
family.
know. I don't want to think about that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's another thing about this story.
You guys are definitely gonna allow the first Drakengard.
Raiden, what's your...
How to say this? Yeah, that's another reason why some people are a bit mixed on some
Managed
aspects
to
of the
avoid
story.
drowning.
I don't know
There you go, he's not
why.
alive, we can go home now.
Yeah. To be fair, it's not like the game endorses it. Like,
It just doesn't
I mean-
feel like it has much of a point to
remember that.
be there,
You should be able
though.
to go down by way of strut L. Try and get over there.
What about Emma?
Well, it's to
She's
give a
injected with
backstory to the
something.
characters.
She can't walk without any help.
Yeah, but
Take her with you.
pretty
Free
messed
your
up
hands
one.
of
And
any
again,
equipment,
I don't.
and hold
Okay,
down the action
I
button
get
to give
some
her a
messed up
hand.
stuff, but having
To release
them
your grip on her.
have
Take
those
your
kinds
finger
of
off the
feelings for
action
each
button.
other, it
Emma
doesn't
can
really
sit and
serve
wait
the
until you help her
story
back
at
up.
all, I
And be
feel.
careful. You won't be able to use any weapons while you're leading her. Now head for strut L.
We're on our way.
Bit testy there, Colonel. What?
Yes, Snake.
We've infiltrated the computer room. What's your situation?
Emma's
found
safe.
it, guys.
We're heading your way.
Computer
They found the computer room. There you go.
One's deserted. Looks like everybody's aboard Arsenal.
I had a look at the system, but there's nothing I can do. EE's our only hope.
Right. I'll put her on then.
Huh? EE? What? How?
I'll use my Kodak as a relay. Here she is.
Hal?
Is that you?
Hal.
Why are you involved with Metal Gear?
Huh?
You knew our family's dark history and still got involved? What's wrong with you?
Dark history, eh, Hal?
Answer me. Why are you repeating the same mistake?
I wanted to hurt you. I wanted to see you suffer. You abandoned me.
No, that's not what happened.
All right, that's enough.
Yeah.
Who are you?
God, it's
I'm a friend of
everyone's
Otacon's,
family
Emma.
drama these past couple of things, isn't
Enough
it?
with the sibling
Yeah.
rivalry.
That's not what this is.
We haven't got time for this. Raiden, get her over here right now.
Get over here.
Gotcha, Snake. I'll head over there with them.
Well, Snake, do you have a spear that you can use?
But I suggest you be
I
careful.
love how Raiden
Make
and
sure
Snake are
Emma
pretty
gets
much
here
on.
in peace.
Okay, guys,
Who they
business
would
Take care of
first.
my sister.
Don't worry. I'll get her there.
Alright. Alright,
What an
Emma.
eventful day this has been.
Alright, Emma, break's over. Sorry.
Back in the plunge pool we go.
Emma, Snake and Hal are waiting for us in Shell 1's computer room. I've got this disk that the President gave me. This disk is supposed to contain a virus that can corrupt Arsenal Gear's operating system.
Alright, Shiroi. Want another healthy dose of commentary that is relevant 20 years later?
Did something happen to the president?
Yeah.
He dead.
Yeah, about that.
Death by Ocelot.
President. He's dead.
He's a weird guy.
My fellow Americans, I regret very much to say, the President of the United States of America is dead.
It's more like a worm cluster. It's actually a delayed effect autonomous program that's designed to invade GW's cerebrum and render its nerve connections useless.
You know what GW is?
Of course. I created it.
Oh.
Huh?
You look surprised.
Well,
Cat got your tongue?
I'm sorry. How about the Patriots? Ever heard of them?
Yes, but I only know what I've been told.
Can you tell me what you know?
Sure, but it's hard to put into words.
Right. Are you reading me, Emma?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, so we
The
can have a
President
private
said that
discussion.
Arsenal Gear was the Patriots' key to supremacy.
That's as good a description as any.
What exactly is it?
It's a massive data processing system capable of controlling information on a global scale.
A data processing system?
That's right. The system's a social device for maintaining the Patriots' control.
You've lost me.
Well, in this day and age, information emerges from every direction and is freely distributed. A variety of information gathered by servers employing the latest in high-speed communication networks and P2P
Like social media.
technology is rapidly circulated to individuals.
Peer-to-peer.
In fact, the speed of this circulation process is accelerating on an almost daily basis. The Patriots seem to be afraid of this development. Apparently, they believe that their role will shift from dominant to dominated.
Huh?
Let me give you an example. You're aware of Solid Snake's anti-Metal Gear activities, aren't you?
Yeah, I know a little about it.
Well, that's just a small sample of uncontrolled information. I can guarantee you the Patriots did not want Solid Snake's name publicized. Now, look at it like this. Political scandal, corporate corruption, up until now, the Patriots have managed to keep a lid on these and other self-serving events. But with their existing data processing system, they're no longer able to effectively control the flow of information generated at the individual level. With the newly created system, they can fully regulate digital information. High-level information can be categorized in stages, given clearance levels, and deleted as necessary, never to be seen by the public.
I'm not gonna say that's Kojima predicted SOPA, but he predicted SOPA.
They see fit.
Somebody's bound to catch on.
No, the memory capacity, not to mention the lifespan.
Granted, I
of the average
mean,
is extremely limited.
unlike
On the other
SOPA,
hand,
this
digital
actually
information
was
lasts
apparently a
virtually forever.
success.
It doesn't deteriorate.
So?
The alphabet.
SOPA was thankfully a failed
It came in 30
attempt.
years, What if the 4 deleted letters were controlled by a program?
Impossible.
It's not. In fact, something similar is already underway. Do you know how many genes exist in an individual?
About 30 to 40,000?
Right. That's what was announced at the turn of the century. But there's actually 100,000 according to the original theory advanced by the scientific community. Information regarding the remaining 60,000 was suppressed by the Patriots.
No.
Why? How would you know? Do you know what a gene looks like? Did you count them yourself?
There are research organizations.
Of course. And their reports have already been subtly altered. They're even beginning to believe the doctored reports. GW is a system that allows the Patriots to decide what will be recorded in tomorrow's history.
So what we're talking about is one huge censorship system for deleting information which might be inconvenient to the Patriots.
Exactly. The actual physical core for handling the task, GW, is installed in Arsenal. It's the only system in the world with an optic neural
behind the
AI
conspiracy theory.
processing capacity
Again, the
of
Patriots are,
150 billion Hammets.
well, at this point in the franchise, the Illuminati.
As a Chelsea fan, Dubs finds this very convenient.
Yes.
So what you're saying is that they also decide who wins the World Cup each year.
I guess
No,
Sounds like the real
that's club football, Joe. We do have a club World Cup for that, but
So Arsenal gear is actually designed to protect.
Oh, I know that, but they
GW's
decide
supplies.
all winnings in the European
It's armed
games.
with everything, including nuclear weapons, and is fully equipped with cyber-terrorist counter.
And you see, that's why the
Physically and
men's
logically, it's the
American
ultimate
World
fortress
Cup
for
has not
housing
really
GW.
won
the
yet,
AI actually
because they don't want too much
Oh,
hold on.
attention to be drawn to America, and
GW
that
is only the
regard.
system's core. It's only for deciding what data is stored or deleted. The actual subsystem for executing the task exists within our social structure.
What?
Do you remember the
Here you go.
computer industry prior to the end of the century?
You mean the Y2K problem?
That's right. If you recall, our government supplied the world with a countermeasure program, using the internet at full capacity. The program was distributed to every governmental organization, every key facility throughout the world. In addition, the same program was included in an OS application for distribution among the public.
I mean, in the end, it didn't really need it, but...
Let me guess. The Y2K countermeasure contained a program designed by the Patriots.
son of a
Yes,
bitch, it's in
and
my
everything
PC.
supplied from that day onward contains the same program.
Impossible.
Do you know how a computer operates? Do you really know the basic principles on how data is exchanged?
I mean, ask pushing up
Nobody's aware of
roses.
it, but there's a subsystem in
But
place,
sorry, yeah.
and it's about to be activated.
Is that why Solidus wants to burn out every electrical circuit in Manhattan with a nuclear blast?
Probably, but the overall system isn't actually complete.
What?
It still lacks the necessary factors for judging situations. I heard they were planning a major experiment in the next few days to provide complex data for GW to study. And suddenly all this happens.
Emma, it's not your fault. If it wasn't for the terrorists...
Yeah, you're right. Well, I think that's about all I know.
Right. Thanks. I think we'd better head for the computer room.
Yeah, I've already made that joke,
Bird in
so.
the computer room.
Oh.
Is he safe?
That noisy, overgrown parakeet?
Excuse me, he's a parrot. He's my best friend. My only friend.
Hey,
Well, the bird's okay.
Wow, that is pretty
Birds
sad.
are right.
Old days mine
That's
was
well, that explains why the parrot knows Hal's name.
detect toxic gas.
That's what he's for?
No, I really needed someone to talk to.
Right. I think we'd better get moving. We've got a little longer to cover than the last time.
I'll give it my best.
Whatever you do, don't open your eyes.
Why not?
A dead body
Yeah.
is out of sight.
Oh,
Once we get past it, it'll
Yeah,
be
so
too
keep your
dark
eyes
to see
closed,
anything.
Emma.
What are those sticks in your head?
these? They're lacquered chopsticks. They hold your hair in place. Did you know that they're pretty popular in Europe and South America?
Can't say that I do. You're not only cute, but smart too.
Oh, I'm much more than cute.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
we
go.
did say you're smart as well.
Yeah, like,
That's what we
take a
said.
compliment. Jesus.
Alright. But before we continue,
Ease.
let's go back here so we can save. Good news, Emma. We'll take a longer break than expected.
We have to save this.
What can I do for you, Jack?
Alright. There you go.
Jack, about trying to break into your room.
Rose, just forget about it.
No, listen to me.
Forget
I said I
about
did it
it.
because I was worried about you, but it wasn't just that.
What?
I was suspicious. I thought there might be someone else.
Someone else?
Wow.
Another woman.
Rose.
I really thought so.
I love how he doesn't
Sometimes
even
you're so
sound mad. He's
horribly
just
cold.
done with her shenanigans
Yeah.
at this point.
Like,
I'm serious. Sometimes I feel like you're pushing me away.
Okay, Rose, you just admitted that you were breaking into that man's room because you didn't trust him. Let's not try and make this about you being right.
No, there was no one.
Well, her thing is that Raiden is always so cold and distant to her that she starts getting ideas and suspicions.
Again, so she says, but the way Raiden's been acting on this venture kinda contradicts her implication there.
Well, we're going to learn later why Raiden is so cold and distant to people in general, so this will lead to something at least. Alright everybody, in the next part we'll continue trying to lead Emma out of here. Hopefully we'll not drown. So, see you then.
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah.